The problem with lying is it is a short-term gain, which increases the likelihood of long-term pain. Others, of course, learn who lies to them and who does not, and they will have no respect if they know that it's a lie. That is a very big burden for a person to carry. When you lie, you are behaving without integrity, and that is very expensive because it costs you your self-respect.
Do you think of soil as just a pile of dirt? In fact, there is much more to soil than your eye can observe. When you dig down into it, you will find that between the surface and the bedrock, the soil is made up of several distinct layers. Closer to the surface, soil contains more organic matter, while deeper down there is a substantial amount of rock.
People everywhere are interested in finding ways to avoid the effects of aging. Special diets, exercise programs, and beauty treatments that promise to help people look and feel young obviously attract thousands of followers. And this interest is nothing new. You might not believe, but legends of youth-giving waters have been around for centuries.
These days, people around the world use the internet to get news and information. On the one hand, the internet has many advantages because it provides instant access to huge amounts of information that might be difficult to get otherwise. On the other hand, the internet has certain problems, including the fact that much of the information you find is untrustworthy.
Providing children with art and music classes as part of their school day means taking time and money away from other areas of their education. In reality, art and music classes broaden children's minds and experiences and provide support to those who have talents in these areas. These are advantages that far outweigh any disadvantages, in my opinion.
There seems to be something special about co-working spaces. Scholars, including diverse groups of freelancers, remote workers, and other independent professionals work together in a shared, communal setting. People who use co-working spaces see their work as meaningful. First, unlike a traditional office, co-working spaces consist of members who work for a range of different companies, ventures, and projects.
Prepared food can actually help people to eat more healthfully. Some people are just too busy to cook. These people could choose to skip meals, or they could choose to fill up on snacks such as potato chips and cookies. But if they buy prepared food from a grocery store or restaurant, then they are actually eating a complete meal. This is much better than eating snacks or, worse, nothing.
An acquaintance and a friend are two completely different kinds of people. An acquaintance is someone you know through circumstance, because you go to the same school or work for the same company or something like that. A friend, on the other hand, is someone you choose to know because you like that person. In the essence, the interests you have in common with an acquaintance are superficial.
Fuel-efficient cars and cars that run on alternative sources of energy are receiving increasing interest as people become more concerned about the costs of using gasoline. These costs include not only the ever-increasing price of filling up a car's fuel tank, but also the environmental costs of emitting huge amounts of car exhaust into the atmosphere.
The surfacing and breathing space of marine birds and mammals is a critical aspect of their habitat, which the animals must consciously deal with on a moment-to-moment basis throughout their lifetimes. With all the boating activity in the vicinity, there are 3 ways in which surface impacts are most likely to affect marine animals by means of collision, collision avoidance, and exhaust emissions in breathing pockets.
A number of jobs have been lost as a direct result of computer technology. Human ticketing agents, for example, are virtually non-existent these days. The number of bank tellers has also been greatly reduced due to automated bank machines. Customer service helplines at a library are almost entirely automated. Today that position doesn't exist because the library has installed computers that do most of the same work that humans did.
The majority of the Earth's glaciers are located near the poles, though glaciers exist on all continents, including Africa and Oceania. The reason glaciers are generally formed in high alpine regions is that they require cold temperatures throughout the year. In these areas where there is little opportunity for summer conditions, that is loss of mass, snow changes into compacted blocks, and then crystallizes ice.
Allergic reactions are triggered by the contact, inhalation, or ingestion of a number of different allergens. Some of the most common allergens are made up of proteins found in plants, mold, food, venom, animal skin, and medication. Symptoms of allergic reactions range from mild irritation such as itching, wheezing, and coughing to life-threatening conditions related to the respiratory and gastrointestinal organs.
The ocean floor is often considered the last frontier on Earth, as it is a domain that remains greatly unexplored. Oceanography, also known as seafloor science, involves measuring and mapping unknowns of the underwater world. Today, much of the ocean floor still remains unmapped, because collecting oceanographic data in waters of great depth is a time-consuming and complex endeavor.
Physical education teaches children much more than the rules of a few sports. It gives children the opportunity to learn some important life skills. It gives them experience with teamwork. It gives them the chance to know how it feels to win and to lose. These are things that have importance in all areas in life, not just on a sports field.